Japan. With 4 distinct seasons, Japan is blessed with beautiful landscapes and scenery. It is also home to an enthralling traditional culture as rich and diverse as its people and spirit. Not only has it kept its traditional culture alive, but Japan has also created a modern culture that's known worldwide, among other things, for its technology, forms of entertainment, and fashion. So whether you get inspired by tradition or feel more at home with modern technology, there are more than enough reasons to come study in Japan. Osaka Gakuin University. OGU is situated in the northern part of Osaka Prefecture and is only 10 minutes away from Osaka proper. If you ride the train north for half an hour, you get to Japan's cultural center, Kyoto. Then if you go west for 40 minutes, you get to the modern and culturally diverse Kobe city. Founded in 1940, Osaka Gakuin University has 6 graduate institutes, a junior college, and a high school. Some of the best known places at OGU are the International Building, the gym with its own cafeteria, the 2 bigger Japanese-style cafeterias, the Tranquil Phoenix Garden, the state-of-the-art library, and most impressive and important of all, the courtyard. Osaka Gakuin is privately funded, so it has access to more than enough books and research material than you'll ever need. And with its spacious and luxurious library, OGU is an ideal institute for higher education. Buildings 13 and 16 make up the biggest and most populated building at OGU. The Student Affairs Office, Career Center, ATM machine, Nurse's Office, and club offices can be found here, and we're lucky to have a Kinokuniya bookstore. If you're still not confident with your Japanese, or English, or you just want to meet some Japanese friends, the iChat room provides a social, comfortable environment. There are 2 basic classroom layouts, the first with rows of students similar to a lecture hall and the other having typical individual desks. It's interesting that all the rooms have an elevated platform where the teachers stand. From atop this building, there is a beautiful view of Suita City. There are 2 reasonably priced cafeterias, one serving traditional Japanese food and the other serving traditional Western food. There's also a McDonald's serving everything you expect it to. Plus, even the gym has its own cafeteria. OGU is also a great place to stay fit with its private training center, its gymnasium, its huge field, and among other things, its own golf range. There are hundreds of sports, traditional, and special interest clubs and circles available to all students. Many of OGU students stay in touch with their traditional roots with performances and plays. But that's not to say that they don't keep up with modern, popular Japanese culture. Or Western culture for that matter. And once a year, all the clubs come together to share their favorite But it's not all about Japan. OGU depends on its synergy with its exchange students from all over the world. Building 2 is home to Osaka Gakuin's International Center. The International Center is where OGU students can come to inform themselves about studying abroad at our worldwide sister universities and international affairs. And if you're an exchange student here, this place might be your home away from home, since they try their best to help you with nearly any problem you might have. The interior is always spotless and can be transformed to fit nearly any occasion. And OGU's huge lecture halls are frequently used for international events and classes. During the weekday, these classes are used to teach Japanese to foreign students, and on the weekends, they're used to teach English to Japanese kids. This room serves as a place for exchange students to relax and mingle. OGU tries hard to make their exchange students feel at home, while at the same time melding them into the culture. Since 1989, Osaka Gakuin's Japanese program has given students like you first-hand experience in Japanese language, cultural awareness, and understanding. This is a 10-month course split into fall and spring semesters and a winter interim. All levels of Japanese course are available for 2 hours every morning plus subject-based courses in the afternoon for a total of 16 credit hours per week per semester. Students arrive in mid-September, then have a 3-day orientation the following week. Depending on the year, the fall semester usually begins around the 20th and continues until the first week of January. All students take 2 hours of Japanese every morning, 5 days a week, plus 6 hours of Japanese English taught classes per week. Past examples include Japanese performing arts, Japanese fiction and film, and comparative educational system. After a 1-week break, the winter interim begins and lasts until the first week of March. Your Japanese language courses remain the same, but at this point you will be introduced to the J-Bridge courses. The J-Bridge courses are regular subject-based courses but taught completely in Japanese. OGU is one of the few schools that offer courses like this. Their purpose is to immerse you deeper into the language so eventually you'll be able to take regular college-level Japanese classes. There is more than one level of the same class to accommodate for the various level among exchange students. Past examples include cross-cultural communication and post-war transformation and recovery. The final semester lasts from late March until the first week of July. This semester is basically the same as the winter interim, except the J-Bridge classes are much more challenging and it lasts about a month longer. Students then go back home by mid-July. Don't worry if you don't have any prior experience studying Japanese. The novice level offers 10 hours of classes per week entirely devoted to hiragana, katakana, basic grammar, and reading, plus the 6 hours a week of English subject-based courses. For those students with prior Japanese experience, the daily language courses are split into 2 sections. You'll have 5 hours of practical grammar training plus 5 hours of Japanese themed courses focusing on the fundamental areas of reading, writing, and listening and speaking per week. In the afternoon, you will also have 6 hours of subject-based courses. One of the greatest parts about OGU's program is that it's one of the few programs to provide international students with the homestay experience that is considered to be one of the most valuable experiences in Japan. There is no doubt that with it, your Japanese skills will improve much more than just learning from a classroom environment. Plus, it gives you the chance to share your culture and learn about Japanese family lifestyles. The families provide you with your own room plus breakfast and dinner, so there's no reason to let this opportunity pass. The first family was an older couple, maybe in their mid-70s, and they were very, very good to me. They're both elementary school teachers, and they're used to having to teach Japanese a lot. So they helped me out. It was very fun with them because occasionally they would take me to their summer home, and I would experience the traditional Japanese, more more farmland kind of experience that you can't get here in Osaka. With extensive facilities and unique program structure, Osaka Gakuin University provides you a great place for Japanese studies. The knowledge and relationships you gain here will last a lifetime. So from everyone here at OGU, hope to see you soon.